Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV. It is time for Season 11 Kickoff Invasion Day, but there is no time to give you an intro because myself and Shozen are here and we are going straight into the action. Captain Ziggy from the Glupio crew is sieging the castle of White Order right now. We will do the pleasantries and the details in just a minute, but Shozen, what's going on here then?
Well, we have White Order fighting against Glupio Viswa in a castle in Skylake Hinterlands. Apparently, the guys from TTP have surrounded the castle and gotten the Hero 9 Alliance trapped inside, and that mostly includes White Order.
This gate, once this gate goes down, there's about to be a massacre up in here, isn't there? White Order, I can already see them at the edge of the screen taking some hits. You see that poison lizard trying to spray, and here it comes. Here comes the surge. They're trying to make a break. Oh, they're trying to make a break for the throne room, but the front line of them will get destroyed. A little bit of counter, but the demon armors get popped early enough. And look, they're just being slammed here. These guys are all dead, Shozen. They just don't know it yet. In fact, maybe they even do know it, as Fifth tries to get through the door. FIFA, he can't make it. Roms, I mean, they could either hope that the door lasts 60 seconds and try and log out the important people, make a break for it on mounts, or go down fighting. Yeah, this is the thing. There's a few hammers,
I always try
wacky.
to do the make a break for it, you know, have like 3 people
look
who
at the beams,
sacrifice
look at the
themselves.
lasers!
There's no chance.
See the lasers there? They got like 3 kills on the edge of the screen there at the point. They're all packed in the north corner, but it is goodbye for these boys. And White Order is the old guild of Black Order, yes or no?
I have no idea.
Or is that a different White Order?
That's a different White Order.
Blobs on the map. I just
different
saw
letters and numbers in different positions.
I just saw a few blobs on the mini map. Could
oh, there is, yes, southeast. I'm gonna go check that out. There is a group killing.
Could the riders of Rohan be about to arrive and support? A bit too late for these boys in the throne room. Absolute massacre. It's just a case of drop it like it's hot and pick up as much loot as you can. You can see here, though, everybody on the offensive side is actually allied. Here's Black Order, though. The Black Order support train is arriving. We see Captain Ziggy look for a counter engage. They're surging up the stairs. There goes the Camlands, but the disruption. Nice locus on the choke. Purges all the sprints. Ziggy's going deep. He wants to have a look at this. There's not a whole bunch of Black Order, but I think they've split. They've split into 2 prongs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nasty little catch. They're all up against the wall. The lasers from the high ground. There's no reflect here, and these guys are just getting absolutely melted against the wall. And this is like, you know, together they would have had a fighting chance, but the timing on that was so unfortunate for them. White Order just got full wiped, and as the cooldowns came back, I mean, it was like Uber Eats, wasn't it? It was like Uber Eats Equipment Edition. Black Order turned up and said, hey, look, we know you just wiped White Order. Some of you, your bags aren't full. So here's a bunch more loot. And there was the beginning of Season 11's Invasion Day.
I don't think they left them any tip either. I'm pretty sure that TTP got out of there pretty easy. They're not dropping a lot of good words even. It's just straight up business here.
Yeah, that was brutal. It was efficient. Very nicely done, actually.
There's another large group of Black Order coming in from the west, though.
This is not enough.
It's not enough to do anything.
Third wave here?
They're just going to get eaten, and they are getting eaten already, as there's a number of guys getting caught out in the backside. They're going to try to sprint away and get mounted up. They have no numbers for a fight. They do have, I mean, capable of fighting against this TTP
all together, maybe one after the other in waves. Oh yeah, and I just see people getting picked off. It looks like the Glupio boys. They're gonna have a nice opening to their account for today, then, aren't they? Yeah, a few Black Order stragglers trying to mount up and make a break for it, but it's gonna be quite a lot of them being run down here, actually. Cleric Robes and Zone is the order of the day. Scope has found himself in combat. Oh, and there's a poison lizard. Jumluia, if they choose to chase through, there is a poison lizard on the field that could be killed. Interesting, both sides here with the poison lizard. You know, we don't see as many of those, I'll be honest. Like, in my opinion, they're good, but they're not what they cost good. And it looks like they are going to hunt down this battle mount, Shozen. Have you got eyes on it?
Nope. I was doing a little bit of... Now I do. Ozijar?
Let's see if we can find it. Oh, wow. I want to see if this Right, guys, will you join us for Season 11 kickoff then? It is the first invasion day of the season. If you don't know, now you know. All of the towers in Albion drop ownership, and they are up for grabs to anyone brave enough to get them. But right now, I do want to see if our friend Jamalaya can escape here on his poison lizard. He's got a little way to go. It's pretty fast, and it can't really be CC'd that well. But we could see a tag here on it. Are you guys following this action, yeah?
We're currently on the Mammoth. You want to type that guy's name into chat?
Oh, I wish I could spell it. It's one of those. No, he's away. He's away. Never mind. He found his buds and he's fine. So let's forget about that and let's get on with officially introducing the show then. My name is Lewpac and joining me as always is Shozen. We have Bogul behind the scenes on the 1s and 2s. And this is reset day. A few things different to a normal Albion TV broadcast. We are on a 15-minute delay because obviously there's thousands upon thousands of players out in the open world with their finest ZVZ gear, and we don't want to give away positions. We don't want to give any intel away. So we're on a 15-minute delay, which means if you say something in chat, you're responding to things that happened 15 minutes ago. So we won't be live and interacting as such. That said, if you do have
Head over to Robin Hooders, please.
And you want to get in touch with us,
it's time.
You can message us in-game, Lewpac Cast, or the Shozen one. And you can tell us if there's action happening. Not maybe, not potentially, not you heard it from your nan's cousin. We want to know confirmed action, and we'll put the camera on you guys and hopefully follow it. So Blue Army, this is a familiar site, Cluster Q active.
Yep, they've got the
sites,
chase
actually
on with GMLS right now. They're chasing them down through Frost Seep Crevasse.
Yeah, so this seems to be their current opposition. The GMLS guys do have a bunch of hideouts in this area. Seems like that's the sort of ongoing squad war at the moment. I don't know where Surf ended up after the previous eviction attempt, but this is the enemy of the day. We've got a Gnosis. We've got the Calp Alliance. So yeah, two familiar sites, Robin Hooders with a Grovekeeper and Cluster Queued Zones. But we'll see how the new feature happens to work today, Shozen. Because you don't necessarily have to queue anymore. You can actually skip to the other side and fight the enemy reinforcements.
Yeah, we'll see how well that works out for everybody today. I've heard there have been a couple of issues.
Robin is inside these guys. They are making a break for it, but Robin may... I think Robin's going to make a play here to try and stop some guys and get the catches. Because like, this is the thing. If the enemy refuses to dismount and you catch 10 guys, it's 10 free kills. Like, they're running over Robin. This is going to be unfortunate. They are about to get the hammer time, and that's the cleanse comes out though. They're gonna be just fine. There'll be a few stragglers. It looks like that could have been a juicy catch though. If those cleanse capes didn't come down, you would have seen a massacre there. These boys should mostly be all right, though. Apart from that guy. Apart from Vezeros.
A poor lone player just lost, wishing he could catch up to his boys. Oh, what's this? Here we go.
Here we go.
Now we've got the red wave on their way into the center of Robin Hooders' party. He jumps in with a great Grovekeeper, holding them up while the DPS makes short work. And this clump over here to the north is just going to get wiped out as they look to be climbing down the cliffs. Maybe they learned something from Skuzkabel and the ladders back in the day, but it did not work out well for them, as now we have GMLS on the back foot and getting crushed to the northeast
they might as well
and
have thrown themselves off the cliffs. They're going to lose an eagle here as well, by the way. They're literally just going to lose this eagle for no reason. There's a ballista on it already, nailing it. There's a bunch of guys chasing it. Like,
Dincian is in trouble here. He's going to be crying to the gods about that lost eagle. I've got a couple of eagles left over, but they are not something you want to risk getting trashed for no reason.
They're not the most Oh, wait, what?
Oop, what?
Did he just disappear on your screen?
He disappeared on my screen. I did not see where he went and have no idea how he pulled that one off.
Okay. Well, I mean, fine.
Yep,
Guess he's David Blaine then. Guess he's David Blaine.
Trixie. He's a Trixie one.
All right. So we said the towers drop ownership. The season begins. But how the hell do these guys claim a tower, Shozen? How do you claim a tower on reset day? I don't know. Can you tell me?
Well, you have to do a little bit of PvE, and that's probably why you don't know how to do it, Lewpac.
I
You
love
see,
PvE.
there are
I
these
love PvE.
there are things controlled by the computer called NPCs or non-player characters, and there are
Tell
some
me more.
non-player characters on the territories that were once owned by players, specifically the elite veteran
Vengeful
guardian lord.
demon spawn lord veteran elite.
Yes.
And his little buds.
And his
buds,
little
actually.
fiery buddies.
His
yes.
little buds are not to be taken lightly. Those guys
No,
will
those guys
mess you
are.
up as well.
They can really clump up on you and do work to a small group very quickly. When you want to go in with a PvE centric group of around 8 to 10 players, or you want to go in with 45 of your best friends who are willing to just risk it all and be knocked down by PvE for no reason at all by massing down on top of a giant fire lord.
You can zerg them actually, but it is
Yeah,
less efficient than a good boss team.
Much less efficient. And you do see more people knocked down when they bring a lot of guys because the power of those monsters goes up when they get enraged, which happens about 13 characters. So try to keep it below that when you're fighting them if you want to do it the most efficient and, just the most efficient way without repair bills. Repair bills are real now in the world of Albion.
Yeah, definitely. In ZVZ, we got Syndic. Syndic is trying to log off with a mammoth. Looks like he got isolated. I don't think I should say where, to be honest, even with a 15-minute delay.
I can see it, and what's the harm in saying it? Just because he's your guild leader doesn't mean you stop calling the events.
He's not my guild leader, right? He's not my alliance leader.
No,
He's my god.
Strong solo guild.
To be fair, Zip It know
Zip
where
it.
he is. Zip It know where he is. They know where he is, but
hanging out here.
He's long gone. He's long gone.
I think they're going to have this one. Oh, he's out. Yeah, he's out. They got two doors to go through, and he's gone already.
Syndic is a guy who saved a few mammoths and lost a few mammoths. He definitely knows how to save one. So I'm sure if he saw it going south, he was there nice and early to go. We've got Successors and Native from the top alliance in the zone. Are they about to fight Zip It in the back?
I have more content on the way over here from the great Robin Hooders has messaged me to tell me, on me. He's got everything in his sights. However, they're sprinting faster than anybody else in GMLS that I've ever seen. They don't want this fight. Robin Hooders has to get back up on his direwolf and sprint out. Oh, actually, he's got the nice panther. That's a panther. Ooh. Sorry, Bogul, what was that?
79 is dismounted then. He is in Dry Vein Step. I don't know. Hang on. Is Top Alliance with Zip It?
Who knows?
Because we need one of the things on reset day. A lot of people actually are proper allied right now, but one of the things on reset day is working out who's handholding. Because the handholding report is very important, isn't it? But I don't think they're fighting because they're all on the field. Yeah, Zip It are running freely through the dismounted top alliance. So they're all together. We'll see who's going to be allowed this castle between them. So you say Robin Hooders then. We can get some chase going on. Anything there?
No.
What about our bud Derek? What's he get up to on reset day nowadays?
A couple of times and he was not doing anything. Last time I saw him, he was actually running alone.
Well, 6 minutes from our time, the towers will go live and the boss teams can get to work. But of course, boss teams aren't really built for PvP. So obviously...
No. They need the other 30 guys that you would go into mass against that one mob to be geared out for PvP. So you keep those guys outside the territory, doing the right thing like guarding your backside, and you go in with that small group and really take it down. And we've seen it done in under 5 minutes a couple of times.
And there's a fine balance between like your boss team cracking on and like you don't want to stay there and defend them with your Zerg if you don't have to. But the further away you go, the more vulnerable they are to getting sniped. And we often see boss teams getting sniped off, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that it's an unpleasant experience to be in one of those. But usually, like Shozen said, the boss teams now are very efficient. Faction capes have helped. Overall IP increases have definitely helped as well. So we see, I think the quickest we saw, I think we've seen a 3-minute boss kill before. I'm pretty sure we've seen a 3-minute or close to 3-minute boss kill.
I think it was right under it.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see a sub 3 today.
I'm hearing Robin Hooders once again. He keeps messaging me saying you got to come to this action.
Loves
here.
it.
But they're just still in chase mode. I think he just wants to get his Panther on screen.
Yeah, Robin Hood is demonstrating that you tell us when there's action happening, not maybe soon. We want to know. We want a sure thing, don't we, Shozen?
Yeah, we do.
We don't want to get all excited and then not have it happen.
Dinner is expensive. All right, so we're on Captain Ziggy right now as well, and it looks like he's hunting down those boys in White Order once again. Maybe they've been chasing them down for the last 10 minutes straight, but White Order is turning to fight this.
Okay,
they don't have a whole lot here,
there.
so it's going to be a massacre from what I can see here. First engagement by Captain Ziggy kills Captain Morrison. I guess they're hunting their own today. And White Order is falling very quickly as it's just a run through here by Gupio Vishwa.
Again, where's Black Order? They just keep leaving them. Like, they're kind of... Oh, there is a big force coming in from the south. I'm not sure. Some hits are being taken.
Probably TTP.
Black Order... Black Order...
Oh, Black Order is behind. Allied. Black Order is behind, and Black Order is in force. There is quite a large force here. Also coming with another group of White Order as well from the southwest.
They're not allied, though, by the way.
No,
so
they're not. There is a lot
over the top of each
crossfire. Other. They don't seem to care.
White Order, yeah. White Order guy got murdered there, and I think it was a bit of both, actually. The ITTP guys are losing a few men, but now they look to surge forward. Down come the magic carpet. Ziggy looking for the engage, and this is actually a run over right now. Black Order are absolutely falling to pieces. There was a small clap squad flanking around the lake, and they are just dropping. Shiro, he's going to start looking at that mammoth
crushed
and start
against the wall here.
Yeah,
you were right. That lake did not work out well for the guys in Black Order. They had about 15 guys pinned against it.
Avalonian Arcane's getting like 10, 20 people in one cast. It's really, really nice in these big clumps. Black Order, they got some bongos. There's a Black Order ballista as well. Don't think it's them that's going to be hunting the mammoths the way it looks at the moment, unless they can stabilize.
I don't see a stabilization coming here.
Yabem with a big old clap onto Black Order there.
I think they're going to be stabilizing in about 5 minutes back at their hideout.
Well, they won't be able to get into a hideout with Outlaw and Combat. Oh, that's another little stun on top of them. Armor Pierce comes down. Here comes the laser. Here comes the laser, and Becca. Oh, he just about survives it, but he was getting melted. Even in that tank armor, with the Judy down, he was still getting melted. And honestly, it's just a rundown here. Black Order are just getting wellied on left, right, and center. And they just... I think they're paying the price for not being allied with White Order, because they can't, they can't just charge in over the top of them without wiping out White Order anyway. And now White Order are just isolated to the east, and Ziggy and the boys are going to run them down. They're trying to fight back. The Poison Lizard debuffing them. The Icicles with the slow. Haven't seen a Spider yet. Have you seen a Goliath yet?
No.
I haven't seen a Chariot. Haven't seen a Spider. I've seen an Ent. I've seen an Eagle. I've seen a Beetle.
Yep. And Eagles and Beetles, Mammoths.
Haven't seen a Rhino.
Ah, I saw a Rhino just the other day, actually. I was just wandering through GM, just looking at things, and saw a ZVC, and I was like, a Rhino!
Oh, he's got his eyes here. He's got his eyes on the guy with the Avalonian fire, trying to mount up.
Get him, get him, get him.
No, get the guy with the Avalonian. There's an Icicle there, going to be eaten as well. This is the fun part of winning a fight.
Mr. Lazy decided to stay in the fight far too long when he could have run about 2 minutes ago.
The fun part of winning a fight is when you just get to, like, finish them all off. I need to open that on my other screen.
And you guys can't hear me typing, can you? Oh, amazing. Because I'm typing up a furious storm over here. We got Yaya up north. And Oops down south. Oops and Money Guild here, along with Prototype.
Yeah, still alive and kicking, it seems. Itchy's about to... Oh, just dodged that Brimstone. Fancy footwork there. Pops his demon.
Yaya
And,
coming in
oh, here
strong
comes
off the engagement there. A number of strong engages into Eastern and Western Oops. The Western Oops seems to be falling very quickly as Munguild lost 5 guys. Then
and
the center.
our
We're going to
guy
need a
is
new
gone.
tank.
Our guy is gone.
The return is real. Look at that Lewpac. That is a nasty return here.
Beautiful.
Let's see, who do we got?
I got sent back to Morgana's rest. I need a new name. Is Ray still
Flower
alive?
Cat? Flower Cat.
I'm going to Ray 1. He's still alive, I believe.
All right, I got Flower Cat from Yaya Famusa Rangers. It's a tank in the front of the Yaya. Flower Cat. Yes, we're switching the side here as these guys are the ones who are on the defensive. I imagine most of the fights will be in their front line here.
Towers
It
have
does
gone live,
look like
by the
Oops
way.
has fallen back a little bit here as they're waiting for an opportunity to strike. And now Yaya is going to come in here into the farm section. More fight is happening on the western side here. Really good use of the ring to stop the engagement. Our camera just stopped. Oh, look at that return by Oops. Finally, a nice play by Oops.
Some reflects, though. Look at those reflect deaths.
Morning Dews goes down like crab juice.
They got quite a lot of guys here. This is actually a non-cluster queued zone as well. So what you see here is the entire forces. So it's a good size fight where it's like almost at capacity, but not quite. Nobody has to sit in the queue. Here though, I don't know. Oops, got some new names. Going Critical, the Mental Hospital Escapees. What a great guild name that is. Oh, Siegebow coming out on top. There's some good damage there. Oops are taking a lot of hits and they're getting wrapped around. The Ayaya guys are doing a good job of two-pronged attacks, but their eastern prong looks a bit weaker than their western, and it seems like a bunch of them are going to die for it. Ground coffee. Oh, there goes the Beyblade hammer. The new Avalonian hammer doing some work. It just looks so funny when they get caught in it and they're just like whoop, all over the place. Going to see a lot of bongos as well. The Oath Keepers. They give a nice move speed and shield as you go in. They're really, really good for engage because there's no limit on how many people can go through it, I believe. Now, we'll see how quick their boss teams are. 3 minutes have gone, and we will start to see towers being taken soon enough.
Take a look at this mammoth here. Black ghosts.
How's he looking? It looks like, yeah. Oops are not gone, though. Oops are not fighting right this second, but they haven't retreated. I think they're just regrouping on the outside. The problem is they've probably...
Cat here.
Yeah, they've probably only got a minute or so. Let me just jump. I'm going to jump off Flower Cat, and I'm just going to see how the tower's looking.
I got the bug.
Right, so the boss itself is half done. They have actually attacked it with far too many people, which does mean... You know, they're not going to die because they've got plenty of people, but it's got double the health. They are actually slower because of it, which is weird. So we'll see how they get on. They've probably got another 3 or 4 minutes, but it looks like Oops has packed up and decided to call this one a day rather than risk the rest of their Zerg into the tier 5 blob on the tower. Disarray, by the way, level 35 for the Formosa guys. And Oops are level 24. So a slight numbers advantage for the Ayaya guys.
Hopping around to some of our other camera views here. Checking out to see if anybody else is getting some action. Checking out Last Warn now. They are quite massed and ready for action. Hopefully they'll find a fight soon. As is Goopia. Wow, those guys in Goopia.
These guys, there's a lot of big masses today. I mean, maybe people had taken their sweet time, you know, like to get into these fights. It seemed like today the action kicked off a bit later, so these big masses are still about. But it's been, you know, the season kickoff is always the biggest hype as well, isn't it? Like,
all right, we have, I believe we're about to get Rage versus OEN.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Doom Chinchilla just asked me to head over there. Let's go see what he's doing.
Okie dokie.
Do you need that spell, Bogul, or do you know Doom? All right, we have action on the field. Doom Chinchilla in the middle of it versus, who is this? Is that Void? I can't tell that they're moving around too fast.
White Bank Shore. Who lives over there?
V4. Bogul, it's your alliance.
Is this Bogul's alliance?
Yeah, V for Vendetta.
Gostop, the mage raiding warriors of season 10, right? They mage raided their way to a top 10 finish. The whole season.
That's just impressive.
Every day. That is some steely determination.
And
unfortunately, these guys are fighting
back
back a bit harder than your average mages.
And good work by the Doom Chinchilla boy and zoned out. Sorry.
Again, level 17 debuff, quite a small fight. And they're running into Surf here. And is OEN with... Nope, Surf are going for a re-engage then, it looks like. Lumex from the Surf Alliance tries to make a play on that choke, but oh my goodness, Zeichmann found a naughty angle up top with a bow. And those Surf boys, Surf's up, baby. This Beetle now, this Beetle may struggle. He's got Spectre's jackets ahead. Oh, no CC. You got to CC him when he's flying because you get like a bonus CC effect. These last guys though, oh my goodness. I don't know what their gear was, but they just melted, didn't they?
They got destroyed very quickly.
Doom Chinchilla trying to get it. Oh, nice shooting there. Zagora with the Avalonian bow made a little leap with the frost shot to get back where he needed to be. Hit like 4 shots into that tank. Did a lot of damage, but I think he's going to get out of there just fine. Some other guys from Surf. Oh, the Surf guys. Why did they hang around on that door? Why did they hang around on that door? They were really cocky there, weren't they? Those guys were like, oh yeah, we could just zone.
Mistakes were made?
Wow. I mean, that was 5 wholly unnecessary deaths. All they needed to do was walk out the door. But...
Oh, we're getting that call again. Once again, Blue Army is saying they have action as Robin Hood RS wants us to go check out what he's doing on his Panther. I wonder if I'll throw down
with Zip It today, because that would definitely be a good fight. But it looks like they do have their hands full with with Arch. Then
Arch, GMLS right now.
GMLS Echo Asylum. I saw, or maybe it was some just Arch looters. Then the first people I saw that
Robin
were red
Hood's
were Arch.
knocked up, completely surrounded here. He's got to get himself regrouped and find the front here. It looks like GMLS is on the front foot, and they are the one pressing the advantage.
Here comes the counter surge, though. This little wall line. Look at that wall line. Like
that's a great spot to catch them.
People where there's only one direction they can go. The reflex, though.
Oh,
Nishki
that's going to kill half
of the
DPS. That's rough. And lots of guys in BA are completely caught off guard here. Robin Hood's in desperate need of some help. He's down to 2 bars and melting fast. Gets a bubble, but it's not going to be enough as they're getting run over by GMLS. We're going to need a new tank.
Mojo? Is Mojo there?
I don't know. Is he still alive?
I don't know. Shot callers nowadays. No, Mojo is in. No, Mojo's in Highstone Mound. And I believe he's still alive. Nope. Yep, he is alive with his boys.
Yep.
And they're actually looking for a bit of a turn here. If we go to King Mojo, then
on him now, but
few of his free men are left behind. This choke is lethal, though.
It's so bad.
These guys cannot push through this choke. Like you would be disrespecting Blue Army a lot if you just surged through that choke, and that is exactly.
And that's what they did, and they are going to be in trouble.
Oh no! Disrespect.
But if they come through here and they get turned on right at the where's the catch?
They're just playing on momentum.
Camlan came in too late. Camlan catches them outside of the choke. Here's the push, and here's the wrap.
Massacre.
Oh, wow.
They just massacred like about 50 to 60 guys in that choke, and that's probably the end of the fight. Like, GMLS are just in tatters now. They lost everything up front in that choke in 3 waves as well. Like, they didn't just blow everything on the first clump. They blew up the first clump, and a load of guys saved their cooldowns, ran to the second clump, blew that up. And that was just, again, you know, GMLS, they had a really good opener, and they just disrespected their opponent trying to push through that choke, and they got absolutely wiped for it. Just wiped off the face of the planet. That was crisp. That was old school Blue Army, you know? The boys are back.
That was, yeah. They did really well. Not so much our guy, Robin Hooders, who was caught and lost his life very quickly in that engagement.
Oh, nothing feels worse than that, though, right? Nothing.
Oh, calling them, say, no, come watch me. Come watch me.
Nothing feels worse than dying, and then your team turns it around, wipes the entire enemy while you're back in base, re-gearing.
Oh, I feel fine with that as long as I don't get completely joined by
Oh,
my
that
whole
kill
team.
fame though. You would get millions of kill fame just by
Yeah.
standing there.
You're there for your team victory. What hurts is when you call the cameraman to come watch you, you're live for 45 seconds and then die.
Oh dear, right. What's going on with towers then? And we said, do we care about towers being taken? We used to watch
There's
the
a few
towers
of
go.
them. Yeah. Well, that's because we didn't have any ZVZ action to watch, Lewpac.
And now there's just far too much CVZ action, and we just can't
check out Doom again.
Can't even keep up with it, mate. Where we going, Doom Chinchilla?
There's nothing there. I'm just hopping around to a bunch of different teams. Relic and Doom are currently running through Frost Peak Ascent.
Goodness, yeah. The ON Alliance. We haven't, I mean, again, first day, all it really shows is who's fame farming the most, because you've got the guild challenge coming in.
Well, you can see.
By the way, the Sloth Alliance is 9,000 people now.
A lot.
Like Arch is 14,000.
Right.
They've already hit the territory cap, by the way. Arch. They're
they've
11.
been going crazy. Yeah, they're just going through their areas and just swarming.
The
them.
MLS Alliance is only 1,000 people, which the numbers they were putting out there, and it was all allies. There was no unallied allies there. It was, the numbers were decent. The V4 Alliance is nearly 1,000. Interesting alliances, honestly. Here we're seeing a load of new stuff form up. I don't know if Armor X, led by Mudhouse, is part of Armor as well.
Last Warren versus Arch in just a moment. I'm currently on Africa now. He's moving in, and I believe the first engage is going to happen in just a few moments. And here it is.
Picking on Arch on reset day is kind of brave because they queue every zone for miles around. We'll see how they do.
Some pretty good guilds in too, as well. It's Just for Fun, Yaga. These are some guilds that used to be in some of our top alliances, now joining up with Arch.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the more chill life, it's definitely there. But and we know that Arch is not the meme that it used to be. Like
no,
they can definitely, and they've learned how to fight with the overwhelming numbers. Do you remember we saw that back and forth fight with them against Blue Army, where Blue Army was outplaying them every step of the way, but Arch just whittled them down until there was nothing left in the tank and ended up killing everything. And it took some time. Way they play, yeah, but they know how to play it.
I don't think they came out ahead in the gear war, but
well, I mean,
they won Reddit.
All of Blue Army died, so they got all the loot as well.
So much trashes.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you pick up the rewards of somebody else on your average ZVZ day, it's mostly trash.
There we go. Big clap here coming. Last war, though, need to be careful. They've got this little group backed into the corner. The demonic, the damnation bomb comes down. The resistances drop, and goodbye to the fallen wolves. They're gonna die. Where's the reinforcements, though? You want to see Arch surging in at this point.
I don't know.
If the call goes out that they're in trouble, the boys should come surging.
Keep an eye on that one while I think we got Derek versus FBI. That should be a good. Well, it's been going on for years. No, currently Derek and Oops are on the field with FBI. FBI is falling back, but they have a ton of battle mounts and they're keeping them close in view. Yeah, they're keeping them in view. They're not trying to run away.
Look at those roots. That
was a really well done. Yeah, but it's just the battle mounts over here for FBI. You don't want to be doing this. You need to put some real forces out here. Oops is baiting them. This is a bait.
Yeah, again, this is like, Money Guild is a lot more chill now, I believe.
They really, well, they're going to keep trying to do it.
I mean, to be honest, they've got a lizard, a chariot, a beetle, and a fire lizard. They can just wait for Oops to push that choke and just debuff the hell out of them.
But Oops is not going to push it. Oops is going to draw them in, and it's.
I don't think anyone wants to.
Derek's
going
to be patient.
Choke.
He's being patient. He's letting it happen, and he's going to go in for the catch on the choke. No.
Here it goes.
Here it is. Okay.
There's a little clump on the south. They're going to try and delete that. That's a nice hit.
No, good defensives. Look at that. Great Lotus. Great heals. That end is doing work.
There was a pile of healers on the bottom just spamming, and
look at that
Money Girl just got wiped out.
Wow.
Just absolutely wiped on the return.
That was brutal. Not what we expected to see with such good positioning in here. I believe there is a wrap going around to the south, too. And from the southwest, Money Guild is currently getting wrapped by more FBI.
Oh, this is going to be nasty if they do. Again, that was the FBI healers. They hugged the bottom of the wall. The clump that got caught had like 7 dedicated healers just spamming from the bottom of the wall. And there was no way those guys were going to die off of that unless you had like an almighty DPS dump. And here's the return. Look at that damage. Those melees inside are causing problems. That was a Clarent Blade slap that nearly killed 20 people. That was nasty. They're going to look for a turn again. Combi's chilling there with curse stacks. He's like, I ain't turning on anything, mate. He might even just die. Combi might just die to curse stacks. Here goes the choke point engage.
They're doing
but
a
again,
really good
these
job,
defensives,
even after a number of losses here.
Look at these guys on 1 bar of health for FBI, just surviving infinitely. And that is, that is nasty.
That was a push and a half into Money Guild. There's so many of their forces that are required to stay on the back side of this and just keep an eye on when FBI goes for the push and the wrap. I don't think FBI has a lot of forces there, just enough to keep Money Guild engaged and looking over their shoulder. And in fact, I believe the group has pulled off quite a bit.
Yeah, Derek spamming too easy for MG. I mean, I don't know if he's watching the same fight as us there. Oh yeah, look, there's that wrap round Shozen that you talked about. Oh, this is the end. This is the end for these boys. Every single one of them is gone, and this is the point where you just say, yeah, every man for himself. Get to the nearest exit. If you get a chance to mount, take it. Get to the nearest exit. But if I see Derek, like,
I don't know how he gets away every time. It's people see his name and are like, nah.
Kieran, go on.
No, he's
oh,
fine.
He's missed the perma. Live on stream, missed the perma.
He wasn't gonna hit that one.
And Derek is out of there. That was nice.
Let me take a look at Sky Demon.
I think it's over though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So we can add him to it. Let's just get another name into the rotation.
He is in his hideout right now.
Yep, he's just hanging out at home.
Mojo is in a grotto right now. We got a bit of a chase going on, it looks like. Last Warn, I assume, a not with Blue Army.
I do not think so, because I've been watching Last Warn and most of... Oh. They just moved. Now I'm on zoned out. Never mind. Not.
Okay, I'm just seeing where these guys are going over in Glomire Grotto. They might be heading to a bit of a fight. A lot of towers are starting to change hands, though, right now. It's the map is lighting up with the flags of guilds and alliances.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting as well is obviously this new dynamic with the castles now. Like owning a castle and outpost zone is better than ever, right? Because before, if someone more powerful wanted to come on the timer each day, you couldn't really do a lot with the castle. But the chances of somebody wanting to form up multiple times a day for the same castle that you just keep retaking from your tower or your hideout, like zone ownership is stronger than ever. Because there's going to be plenty of rotations that nobody cares about, isn't there?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on to Captain Ziggy. We have a fight over... I think there's a fight over here. I am bugged out, and I see everybody as orange, but I believe it's...
If you unstalk and restalk, it should fix that. Ziggy's had some fights today, hasn't he?
They always do. These guys
Ziggy's
always
been in
are
the
banging.
thick of it. Like the Glupio boys. Where are they? Are they Polish?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're a Polish player in Albion Online, there's a ton of good options for you right now, isn't there?
Guilds. And most of them are grouped up together under the TTP Alliance right now. You can go ahead and join Provokacja as well. They're really good, and if you're interested in something a bit more international, I believe Skoyatal has Polish players, but some, from other places as well, so it's got a bit more international
Ziggy, we talked about Ziggy's action, but I think he's got a little bit too much action. And he goes for the sprint. He's like, boys,
I think he's trying to tell me that there's action.
Coming. Is there any
he's
healers?
dying.
Oh, he gets the Beyblade.
Oh, there he goes. He's got the heals.
With the heals. They're keeping their boy alive. Ziggy's like, yo,
this is a lot of guys to be.
We're not done yet.
I
think they are going to get dropped eventually. but they
Too
did their
much for the
best. They
Captain
did their
Ziggy.
best to hold out against Raid. But Raid, so I've seen the Reddit propaganda here as well. You know,
Yeah,
Raid
what's
is
the deal?
the anti-hand-holding new flavor of the month guild.
Oh, really?
But according to the boys in Surf, Raid immediately held hands with Blue Army and Armor after one loss to Surf.
Mm-hmm.
This is I mean, this is again. Take it as you will. This is purely Reddit propaganda.
Just Reddit
Do you know
propaganda.
what I mean?
I'm currently on a Hemomont as we watch the last of Glupio go down here. Raid is doing work. Glupio not giving up, though. They are not just laying down and letting themselves die, as Hemomont runs right into the heart of the battle to die. He's going to give it a last go.
I've potentially got a bunch of action in Everwinter Passage, depending on the hand-holding situation. I have level 31 of Tidal over here, level 12 of V4. I have Alba, which has a level 23 blob. And over at the side, we've got the WMD Alliance with a level 29 blob. So I've got 4 different alliances on the field, but I have no fighting right now. So I'm just trying to work out if anybody is enemies here or not.
Also, stream can hear me now.
Okay, welcome, Bogul.
Lewpac. Shozen just went for a quick bathroom emergency, apparently.
Oh, you got a not the one. I mean, I know reset day is exciting, shows at Bogul, but that's something else, isn't it? Right. Looks like it doesn't look like Syndic is on his mammoth. I think he's kept the mammoth logged off.
I'm
for
still
a while.
watching
He
the
may
raid,
be on
guys.
an ult.
Let me know when there's action in your zone kicking off.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Right now, there was actually a few hideouts going live at 6 as well, shows and Bogul. So a lot of the activity was driven around those, I believe.
We've been on holiday for the last 2 days, so we're just fresh back in the action, and it's nice to see all the
bit of time off. Wow, the action is packed right now. I don't believe there's any towers up for grabs. Pretty much. Oh, I found one in Farshore Esker. Well, I mean, we're 23 minutes in. And like I said, with the IP changes that came with the Avalonian weapons and the specialization split, the couple, with other stuff like faction capes and just generally people having higher levels and stuff, boss kills are quicker than ever. We've got a big bunch of Arch. I don't know if they're... I mean, I'm pretty sure Arch are cluster queuing zones without any enemies being there.
Yeah,
like
there's
I
nobody
see
on the tower
a
as well here.
level 34 Arch, but that's obviously there's Arch, then there's Arch.
I'm on Dominant versus WMD right now.
Oh, so there was fighting in that zone. Okay,
it's still going, and it's quite a fight, and they've been going at it for a good bit here. There's multiple battle mounts on the field. We have chariots, and we have ballista, we have mammoths, we have beetles, we have multiple beetles.
WMD doing a bit of flanking there as well. We got Naked, long-time Surf members. Those guys very, very loyal to the Force, and there's a nice catch onto WMD. The follow-up's good. The DPS dump is clean, and there's no return. It looks like no reflect, no return. Now the frontliners of Surf do get caught and a little bit of damage dropped, but nothing the healers can't take care of, and that was a clean in and out. Jamerica was the only one to die from Surf, and in return many WMD boys are now on the floor. Their beetles are starting to think about it here, and that's a nice clap on the wall line as well. And this is going to be the end of their back line, and now is the time for the battle mounts to tap out. There's this chariot inside them, by the way, is about to get dismounted. Their mammoth is in the middle of this, and oh wow, that was a nice clap from, I think it was a sword inside them. I'm not even sure what hit them. But either way, these battle mounts are now going to have to peace out. There's more WMD up the hill. There does seem to be an endless surge of them. But they just don't really seem to be fighting with any sort of coordination here. You know what I mean? They just
I
seem
see what
to.
they're just
Everyone's doing their own thing.
very loose. Not a lot of frontline action here. No tanks stopping the movement towards them. Well, here we do finally some kind of counter action here.
That was a nice clap,
but not enough because their guys are just too spread out. They're two screens apart from each other, and they have one screen of players. That
could have been game changing with a few more DPS there, but it does just seem like whether they've got allies that they're not allied with or what. But again, you know, Surf enjoying the advantages of being actually allied means they can just fight over the top of each other for the 1-2s. You know, they haven't got to worry about friendly fire. They can be a lot more aggressive. I definitely think this like clump and dump meta benefits people who are actually allied.
Yes.
Like if your flanking is perfect and your timing is perfect, sure, you're going to be more efficient, not allied. But generally, you know, a good opponent will, if you're not allied, a good opponent will force you to fight over the top of each other. Because if you're pushing somebody and you know their unallied buds are coming behind, you just don't fall back. You push through them instead. And then even if the enemy does catch you, they're going to be dumping on their friends as well. This beetle is gone. He's about to be dismounted. He's going to try and run for his life. Oh, good block, actually. Good block on the helm. The permafrost comes down. But yeah, this is going to be a beetle drop. We haven't seen a mammoth yet. Lagin goes down, and his beetle is collected.
Just typing away here. Give me a moment. Did I get kicked from chat?
V4, by the way, V4 is with Surf, and so is Alba. They've all been running alongside each other. So there are unallied allies in here flanking as well. So I feel like WMD got three-wayed, which probably explains why they never got coordinated Shozen, because they had constant poke from V4 and Alba at the same time every time they tried to make a maneuver. We do have a brand new show coming up today. I was lucky enough, I've played every day, actually. I've played 20v20 since it was implemented, but today will mark the first day of 20v20 coverage here on Albion TV. That show will be live on your screens for about 5 to 8 or 19:55 p.m. UTC for you 24-hour clock enthusiasts. That does mean, actually, regardless of the action, even if there's a little bit to grab still, we will have to disappear. To get ready for that show. Robin and Shozen will bring you all the action from the 20v20s later on. Well, that looks like the majority of the action is now done for reset day.
Nope, they're not there. There are none. Lewpac,
yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3
Yep,
today.
It's 1 through 3s today.
Okay. So yeah, we got a good number of fights in. Congrats to everyone who grabbed a tower. But that's not it for reset day. That was only half of the towers. The NA portion of the reset will begin this evening. I'll be fast asleep, but Shozen and Robin Hood will guide you through all of the action. The guys will be here very, very shortly in a few minutes with the Crystal League 20v20 show, and it's gonna be good. If you haven't seen these yet, this will be a great time to check them out. We hope you enjoy that. Thank you.
You know, we're coming after invasion here, Lewpac. You know, is anybody going to be ready?
For 20v20?
Yeah.
100%. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, people are loving it. People are loving 20v20. It's so much fun. It's chaotic as well. It's a brawl. It's beautiful. I've got my level 4 token already. I've got my level 4 token ready to go for next week's matches, which I'm excited for.
But you know,
so you might even see me in action.
They should be just a little while, Lewpac. It's Saturday, right? Are they set up already?
No, level 4s are every 2 weeks. So you'll see level 3s today.
Level 3s
level
today.
4s will be next week.
All right, thank you. Now I understand.
Right, so that was it for Reset Day, guys. We'll see you later on for 20v20s and, of course, NA Reset. And I will see you guys next Saturday for another Crystal League GBG show in the evening, or you can catch me on my stream Monday to Friday. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon.
We're out.